Hello, you guys! It is your girl Sunshine here with another one. Yes, how are you, my boos? I missed you guys. I'm so excited to be here. Welcome back to YU Tarot for readings all about you. We are doing another purpose reading where we discover what's next on your journey. I'm very excited because we're doing Sagittarius today. What's up, Sagittarius? I love you guys. You guys are like my number one supporter, like all the time. I love you. Thank you. Anyways, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. What is going on with your overall energy? What do you need to know? So we have here the angel of time working too hard. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, now it seems like during the situation of whenever you're watching this reading, it could feel as if that all there is to do is work, so that you actually end up just kind of drowning yourself in it. Now, what Spirit is trying to say is you're working too much. It's almost like you feel, it's like almost a sense of you're always like go 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 go. It's always, you're always doing something, you know. You go and you do your 9 to 5, then you come home and you're doing this in the house and then that in the house. You're taking care of kids, you're taking care of your husband, your wife. What her situation is just like boom 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 boom. It's like when are you having me time? Where is your time? Okay, now I get it. Everybody has their plate full with something, whether you have kids or not. Okay, um, understand that you still have to have time for yourself, whether it's 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a week, 30 minutes. If you can have a whole day, shoot, take it, okay? But there needs to be more me time. Do things like, pampering yourself, filling up your cup. Things that make you, that put a smile on your face, If you feel like just getting up and dance and doing that just to bring out something, then do it, whatever it is. But there needs to be a little bit more play in your life and a little less work, okay? Obviously, still do your responsibilities, but try to schedule in some more fun time, okay? Especially with the energy of when I'm doing this reading, we do have a moon currently, which is bringing in that fiery energy, which is your cousin sign, I like to say. So it's time for you to bring out your own natural element, because remember, Sagittarius, you guys are fire signs, okay? It's your element. And right now, it's time for you to tap into that energy. Not so much in the ambitious aspect, more in the passion, the adventure, the thrill. Okay, let's see. What does your ancestors want to say to you? What does your ancestors want to tell you about your journey? So we have here the mountain card, stand your ground. And we also have the summer card, bask in joy and light. So whenever there's times where you choose yourself, there's always a little bit of this debate of, well, you're being so selfish, or no, or maybe you shouldn't do this, or you should be doing this, and that. And when you do finally take that time to schedule in your me time, stand your ground on it. If you schedule to do 5 minutes on Sunday of just me time, and all of a sudden your phone starts buzzing, too bad for that phone call. Too bad for that text message. That's your time, Obviously, I hope you're doing more than 5 minutes. Come on. But all means, if you only have 5, you only have 5. I don't know your life like that. But understand that when you do decide to do that, if you schedule to do journaling on Mondays, do it. Like, take time to understand that when you schedule these things for you, that's all about giving self-love. That's where you're going to find that you're going to start to feel more joy, more light in your life. You're going to start to feel more creative. You're going to start feeling a lot more happy. You're going to be, just stepping on your feet kind of thing, like where you're just like, okay, that was a bad example. What I wanted to say, when you're just, it's almost like, when you're just so excited to do something, you're just kind of like tapping around. Oh, I wish I had a better analogy than that. But I just feel like when you start to do things that fill your cup up, just of that self-love and choosing yourself first, is when you're going to start to see that you're going to feel better. You're going to wake up feeling more joy and more light in your life. And I really feel like you need to bring that, because right now, in this energy where you're working too hard, it can get frustrating because it's just like, it's like a routine. You're constantly doing the same thing over and over and over. You're constantly just going. It's like the gears that you see here in the picture is just like go, go, go. There is no time off. There is no time off. There needs to be some time off. Okay. Let's get into this a little bit more. What else is going on with the collective Sag? So let's see what card wanted to come through here. We have here the Three of Pentacles. So I do feel a sense of some balancing trying to come out here. For me, the Three of Pentacles, the triangle represents, well, for me as a reader, it represents that that balance. Now, at the beginning of your reading, I did see 33 on the clock and I didn't mention it. So it's funny that this card came out because for me, when I think about threes, and it's all about that equilibrium, okay? It's about that balance, mind, body, and soul, okay? So when you make sure that you have all three things balanced, nothing can penetrate it. Nothing can harm it. You are stable. You are structured. No matter what happens in your day-to-day life, nothing can, you know, come through and mess up your energy. And I really feel as if there needs to be a lot more structure. So if you're taking so much time to, you know, you're working here with your you know, you're working your 9 to 5 job, then you're doing this for the family, then you're fixing the house, where's me time? There's no me time. You're not making no room for it, okay? So it's time for you to make more room and come in with more balance. I feel coming here with the Three of Pentacles. Now, normally for Three of Pentacles, it's kind of with that teamwork. Maybe in your environment right now, maybe you're carrying the workload a little bit more than another person. You know, if you have a family, maybe that other person needs to start, you know, putting in their dues, start paying their way. You know, so it just feels a sense of kind of just you having to do everything, and it's time for you to start choosing you more than having to choose to put other. Basically, it's like you have needs and you're putting other people's needs above your own. It's time for you to choose you. Okay, let's see. I swear I say okay a lot. Let's see, what does the love want to tell you? How does love want to heal you? What's the love message? Okay, so we got here the Emperor card, another, you know, fire energy coming through here. You could be dealing with an Aries, you could have Aries in your chart, or just, you know, that element is kind of coming through. But this is all about taking the lead, okay? It's time for you to step up. And I feel like it's not a time for you to step up in regards to, you know, responsibilities. It's more of responsibility for yourself. Like, it's time for you to take the lead and show that it's okay to choose you. It's okay for you to give yourself self-love and do all those things necessary. And whether you're a guy or girl that's watching, understand that it don't matter. Loving yourself should be your #1 priority. You should be filling your own cup. Anything else in your life should be cherries on top of a cake, okay? You're the whole cake. But if you don't cater to the cake, and you make it all floppy and whatever, the cake gonna be droopy and everything gonna fall off, okay? You have to make sure the foundation is proper, okay? Or else things get into a mess. I feel like there's been some point where it's like you're at one stage and you can see where you can go, but you're not going towards it. Like, if you look here, he literally has himself, and then he has like almost like a ghost kind of figure, another version of himself behind. And as you can see, one has a crown, okay, and the other doesn't. And I just feel there's a sense of you're kind of here and you need to get to here. Okay, I just feel like you're, and I'm not, no tea, no shade or anything about whatever point of your journey you're at, but I feel like you need to get to another level. And it feels a sense of getting more wholeness within yourself, becoming more whole, like more balance. I really feel there's a sense of balance a lot coming through here. Which is funny enough because in original tarot deck, that is actually your card, the balancing card. So it's time for you to be more of yourself. Let's see what wisdom the spirit want to provide for those who are resonating with this. We have here the moon. Now, I want to mention something. normally I put the cards here, but I've been putting them up for whatever reason, and I was like, I'm like, why am I doing that? I normally have them facing down so you can see them, but I feel there's a sense of you trying to organize and control everything. Like, I so badly want to fix that this card is overlapping that card, and that there's all these gaps, and I just want to move it, I want to fix it, and I feel like you need to let things more go with the flow. Like, it's okay if something didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. I feel like there's a sense of you trying to control something in your life. You can't control everything. You can't. Now, with the moon card coming out here, 5 at the top, 50, adding up to 5. 5 is all about change, and right before the change happens, there's always something that's challenging that comes before it, right? So you're definitely going through a shift. Now, with this moon card, um, there's things that you cannot see. And I know it can be frustrating, especially when you're trying to work towards a project or manifest something in your life and get something, you want. And you could be putting in the time and the work, and you're not receiving the benefits. You're not reaping, the rewards. It's like, think of planting something. You put the seed today, there's not gonna be anything tomorrow. I would be surprised. There'll be some next type of thing in that soil if something comes out the next day. Because very rarely there ever is any kind of growth the next day. There is in the soil where you can't physically see because the mud's covering it. But when you think about a plant and you understand you planted the seed today, and in a couple of weeks there will be something, and then you will see it. Understand it's the same thing for other things. But what happens is our ego and our pride will step in and be like, well, by tomorrow you should have had something because you put in 20 hours the day before. Says who? Okay? Sometimes some things can take years. When you think about anyone that's built a business, like, there's some people that's been, like, I think even, like, I was watching some interview for Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, he was doing comedy for like 10 years before he actually got big and famous. 10 years. A lot of people can't hold on that long and without seeing that the success comes. I'm pretty sure he probably had many times when he was questioning, is this the path I should be taking? Is this what I should be doing? Because he wasn't seeing the success that he wanted. He didn't think it was going to take as long as it did. But he kept pushing forward. He stood his ground and kept moving forward. And boom, it was shown to him. Now, right now when I'm doing the reading, there is some moon energy coming through here. So I do feel like there is going to be a little bit of some insights that's going to come through to you currently. Like in the next couple of days, next couple of weeks. I feel a sense of there's some sort of energy that you're kind of putting out there. I don't know if it's like a wish or a thought or you're trying to get guidance on something, but I feel like there's some sort of energy that you're kind of projecting. Now, I'm really drawn to the cat in the picture. Now, I don't know if you have any spiritual animals or you're aware of which one your spiritual animal is, but I feel like there is some sort of message that you're going to get from here. So take the time to research what Black Cat's spiritual animal means, and then you'll get a little bit more insight. Now, just to close up the reading, let's just take a final card. What does the collective need to know to close up this reading? Apparently the whole deck. So we have here the rain card. Now, very beautiful card coming through here with the rain. Now, depending when you're watching, it depends if there's rain around you. But what I feel the essence of is kind of going back to the water element, okay? When you are in natural environments, like example, like, with the weather, there's times when, say example, we're in the rain, we'll start trying to rush to get out of the rain and like, go hide and get cover or whatever. And then there's people that's out there to actually kind of just stand in the rain and just take it in and just like twirl in the rain or whatever, just let it just hit their, their skin, and they really embrace the mother nature. And what I feel is it's more like, like when Bruce Lee talks about, his water quote. Take the time to research what quote it is, because I know I'm going to butcher it. But he pretty much tells you about be like water. Because when you think about water, water can adapt to anything that it's in. It can come crashing in, or it can come, smoothly. It can come softly. It can mold anything you put in it. It's going to mold and adapt to it. And I just feel as if that's what kind of needs to come into your life more, molding and adapting to things, to stop trying to control, stop working so hard. That it's okay to do things that fill your cup. It's okay for you to do things, and when you do take this time to lead, if something doesn't work out, that's perfectly fine. Everything works out the way that it's supposed to. So what I feel is, with this rain card, is it's time for you to embrace things a little bit more. Now, it could be also in regards to your emotions. There's something in your emotions that could be triggering you from actually pursuing and leading and taking this leadership role. It could be, in your mind space of telling you, oh no, you shouldn't choose yourself. You shouldn't have me time. You have too many things. Like Sunshine, don't know what she talking about. You have this and you have that. Take the time, okay? Adjust to it, okay? And really get more connected with yourself, because the next stage you're going to go on is more of leading for yourself. It's time for you to choose you more and really stand your ground in doing that, because you've been putting in your time. You've been paying your dues, okay? But you've been working too hard and you're not having enough play. And I don't mean about just like sitting down and watching TV as your playtime. No, things that really bring out your passion, your excitement, your joy. Like you're so excited to do XYZ. Like that needs to come out a lot more in your energy. There needs to be a lot more balance with things in your life. So really take the time of what do I do constantly? What do I do in my week? And go through what can be shifted, what actually needs to stay, what needs to be released, what can you replace, how can you bring more fun, how can you bring more creativity into your life so you can have more spark and more joy. Guys, we are going to leave it at that. Until next time, it's your girl Sunshine. Deuces. Oh my god, thank you guys for all the love and support. Remember to hit that bell so you're always keeping up with the latest. Check out YU Tarot for all readings all about you. Social media, we got Instagram, our website, Facebook, you name it, we got it. Listen, honestly, I started YU Tarot so seekers can have a source for readings all about them, where they can learn to prosper through love and light and find wisdom that they are seeking. Now, it can be in just one word that I say, or it can be the whole damn video. Thank you all for the love and support. I really appreciate it. See you in the next one.